So something else I wanted to implement into the map was an endurance meter. Now, this basically just makes it so you cannot sprint infinitely. Doesn't do much else. But we're messing around here in one of the areas that's not done yet at all. I just recently made the terrain for it, and we need to add all this stuff. Yeah, it's empty. We need to get the build crew on it. Basically, to my right, that's not going to be in the actual map. That's just there. I have an endurance meter. Now that, as I said, it's not going to be there. It's not used by Telraz like the thirst is or anything. It's just going to be a passive effect that is there. And it does affect gameplay quite a bit, because the longer you sprint, the more negative effects will happen to you, based on how long you've been sprinting. This is a very large area, so we're going to run from that side back a couple times. Now imagine just hundreds of mobs in here. It'd be a lot harder to run through. But basically, the longer you run, the higher your endurance gets, or the lower your endurance gets, to a point where you need to either drink water or take a break from sprinting. Now, if you walk, it does not affect it at all. Walking does not affect it, but jumping and sprinting and sprint jumping does. So let's actually, I'm just going to manually set my endurance to 1600, and as you see, crap ton of negative effects here. Let's actually drink some water. And as you see, it drops down the endurance meter quite a bit. And keeps saying that every time you drink, because that's programmed to do that. Let's actually slash go blakens potion. And drink some more here. And basically, the more you drink, the more it'll store. And now, if you get down to negative, it'll add it at a rate of 10 or at 20 per second. So you can have a buffer. So let's actually give ourselves a bunch of potions here. Just 34. Why not? Have them all stacked. Now, as you see, it has a negative number. Now, that goes up at a rate of 20 per second if you're standing still. So if I stand still and drink this, it still goes up. Now, if I sprint, it'll go down even quicker. So it's just a short buffer that you can have. Now, let's actually head over to the redstone and take a look at this, because I'm pretty sure you're curious on how this works. It's actually really simple. It's like 6 or so command blocks running all of it. About 2 scoreboards. That's about it. Actually, no, 3 scoreboards running it, but that, whatever. So, here we are at intersection 1. Head over. And over here is the redstone for us, right here. Yes, okay. I have so much. And this is the resetting. Damn, there's so much redstone. It's right here. Okay, so end test, this one right here. If you have a minimum of 1 of end test, and end test is sprint 1 centimeter, it'll add 1 endurance point to you. And then it clears your end test shortly after. Then this right here runs, or checks for a jump, and then adds 10 endurance, and then that clears that, and then right here's all the effects. And that's how that works. Now, I have the endurance set to reset if you are anywhere near an ender crystal, or if you die using this system right here. I'm fooling the game to thinking that you died, to reset all your scores, and that's how that works. That's that. Expect to see that with, as well as everything else I've shown so far in this map making series that I've been doing in the map, because I think they'll add quite a bit to the game, and a lot of people are saying they want to play it because of all these things. So yeah, and also when your endurance gets about 1500, it starts removing 1 thirst every 10 seconds as well as every 30 seconds. So like, you get removed 4 thirst every 30 seconds instead of the standard 1 thirst every 30 seconds. So you do lose thirst a lot quicker if you have a very low endurance level. So put that to mind when you're sprinting around. Always carry water with you. Water bottles are going to be a very valuable part of the map. They're probably going to be limited supply because, yeah, as well as water. Water is going to be an interesting thing that I have to kind of hide around the map. in stuff. So yeah, that's that, and expect to see that. And we'll see you guys next time.